Just the beginning.
The Angel and May Chronicles, Season 2, Episode 14, Whispers.
You know, these undersuits are so itchy and they're so tight. When Rudy mentioned them, I thought they'd be huge mechanical loader type things, but they look even creepier. It's all mono-bonded diamond tubes and titanium. Oh, the way they move gives me the creeps. It's sort of biological.
Well, they have had lots of years to refine them, and all the controls are neural nets programmed off real-world creatures. Tell you what I like best, though.
What's that?
This ceramic Normalon armor. Gives me a safe feeling like I'm all tucked up in bed.
Oh, you had a really misspent youth. You really need a teddy bear, don't you?
Sure, but my teddies had glowing red eyes and marched in militaristic manner, singing songs. They needed immediate dispatching. So Rudy was saying that this is just a standard combat suit, nothing special. They've sure come a long way.
Yep, a long way to more killing and destruction.
Well, you know humans, we just love to fight. You know, they even have uniforms that are designed to go over this stuff. I guess they spend most of the time fighting in these suits.
It's becoming obvious why the Cherries, even with all the kids, can be an effective fighting force. If they have all this tech, even the youngest could run all day with 200 kilos on their back and not even break into a sweat. It makes the whole concept of a mercenary army made of teenagers feasible. Physical strength is not a requirement, just discipline, tactics, knowledge.
Yeah, physically. But what about the emotional side of things? That's the thing about combat. That's the real weak link. Technology is one thing, emotions another. Say, what was your experience of Frontline like?
Well, I had one real campaign and 3 simulated. But I was biotech, remember? We were counted as a third-line asset, and as such kept well back from the front line.
Probably best. Biotech is horrible. Say, you got anything to drink in your util pouch? I managed to find these. Ta-da!
Peanuts!
High energy, and more importantly, I nicked them from the bar.
Oh, you're so naughty, girl. Mama Gander gonna spank your arse.
I'd like to see her try with this on.
Oh, I have 2 of these self-cooling bubble packs. Thought they would be interesting to try. Look, you pull this little tab at the bottom, shake the pouch, and they get all cold and fizzy at the same time.
Oh, that's cool. Hang on. Did you hear something metallic, like creaking?
I'm just turning up the audible discriminators.
We've started picking up small voltage and current variations on the supplies to that zone. Can you see anything?
No, not as yet. We heard something.
What's the temperature like?
No changes are registering. I suggest you make a slow sweep of the area.
You know, that's another thing that's weird, Shaz.
What's that?
Well, the whole time-dependent aspect of the phenomenon. We should try and look for patterns when this thing appears. Perhaps we could monitor the power across all areas of the inn. Any fluctuations might tell us when and at what time this event is occurring.
Also, another aspect is the location. Does this happen in other places? Perhaps in locked rooms where no one can see the effect. Maybe we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. Sounds happening. Just processing. It says it's coming from the theater section.
Well, that's a slight change from Jacinta's location. I'm starting to hear a swishing sound. It's a regular pulse, with white noise mixed in.
Yeah, I'm picking it up as well. Rudy, can you hear the noise?
We're not picking up noise in the transducers, but the readouts from your implants are seeing something.
How the hell is that happening? How can we be seeing something, but it's not really there?
Don't ask me. I think we need a hardcore physicist. Okay, we're nearing the location. I think I'm starting to...
What can you see?
It's a dark hole in the corridor. There's a dimly glowing object which fills the sky, but it's bisected by a white line which is wobbling. Around the dark mass, it's some sort of material. It's glowing. It's like an eye. Move back. It's trying to suck me in. I can feel its pull.
Magnetic boots on zero, Alex. Rudy, telemetry. Get Alex's suit to back off to section theta. Intersection 15.
Trying. The exoskeleton is really straining. The forces are massive. It's pulling everything, including my
Starting to
body.
get radiation readings from that corridor. The suit is at its limit. Hold on, I'm throwing the override. Sharo, get behind Alex and grab the back of the suit and pull as well.
Will do. I've got a hold. Taking off now. Alex.
Yes, yeah. I don't feel so good, Shaz.
Alex, it's the radiation. I'm gonna pull you. Keep working the servos to the max.
It's loosening its grip. Shaz, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Medevac's on its way. She has received a radiation dose.
I'm not feeling great either.
Yes, well, you have a dose as well. Call back and cancel the mission. Get away from the effect. I repeat, get as far away as you can.
Alex is unconscious. This is serious, Rudy. We need to get out now. I'm dragging her back.
Yes, we know. I'm overriding the exosuits. Walking you out. Is Alex conscious?
No, he's gone. I'm fading fast.
Okay, you must have taken a hell of a dose. If it wasn't for your special biology, I suspect you both would be dead.
Now sit still. You both received a very high radiation dose. It's affected your immune response and stomach linings. Nurse, swab their faces, please.
Of course, Doctor. I'll get the bucket as well.
I feel like I've been burnt.
Well, yes, you definitely have been burnt, all right. It's a miracle you survived.
Oh, it's our little nano thingies. Oh, what are they up to? I'm weak. Oh, really thirsty. I feel like I'm running a temperature.
Well, I've got you on another drip, but you have had a lot of saline.
I feel a bit under the weather. Doc, can I get up? I need to pee.
Well, you're certainly flushing any cell damage away in record time.
Yep, must be. Is Rudy around? We need to speak.
I'll just buzz her. She's been worried. Rudy, our two guests have woken and want to talk. Could you come in?
Sure, on my way.
So, I'm giving you some energy boosters and some vitamins, and these should assist with cell regeneration.
Thanks, Doc.
Here you go. Get these down. You took a heavy dose down in that corridor. Decontamination is down there right now.
What happened after we passed out?
Well, we activated the withdrawal automatically. And about a minute after, the effect faded over the course of 10 seconds and then it disappeared.
I wonder if it needs a human presence to show.
Look, we've no idea. We're going through the telemetry data at this moment.
There must be an increase in the intensity of the effect. Perhaps it changes each time it occurs. We only have a couple of data points at the moment. Excuse me.
That radiation beam came out at an angle and up through the ceiling, then out of the pub. It's only pure luck that other people weren't irradiated. It probably reached all the way across the other side of the habitat. Luckily, by then it had been attenuated by a good amount of air and dust. If that angle was any different, it could have killed a lot of folks.
Exactly my thoughts. You need to get radiation detectors in every room, set up constant monitoring, and if any of them starts to trend up, triangulate and clear the areas in the path of the beam. Also, does the effect manifest slowly or does it come on suddenly? Look, we need a physicist. This is something that's playing with space and time.
Physicists are hard to find, and ones that keep their mouths closed are even harder. How do we know it's not the enemy action?
It was a window into hell.
What?
Look, we looked out to another world. It was a portal of some sort. I don't think it was fully open yet. It's kind of semi-transparent or not fully effective. I think we're only getting a fraction of what's on the other side coming through. If it opens fully, we're going to get a beam of radiation that will cut New London into small pieces and then vaporize those pieces. And then if a planet gets in the way, it will cut straight through that as well.
Look, isn't that a little overdramatic?
Well, I'm just extrapolating from what's occurred so far.
Well, it's not going to be as bad as the beam that's going to come out of Gander when I tell her the retrograde is under threat. She won't take kindly to that.
Yo, we will have to close our doors. I'll have to say it's for renovations. It sounds like this beam can spring up at any time. Rudy, do you know who might be doing this?
You think about it. If you can manifest a beam out of thin air, then blast away, why would you attack a pub? Clearly you'd go for a much higher value target.
I don't know. The hatred of some of our competitors runs very deep.
Well, yes, that is a motive, but you need the means as well. It's my judgment that they would not have the means.
Yes, I hope you are correct. If this beam can blast out at any time, perhaps we should set up a series of lead shields at strategic locations.
It's not practical, Gander. We don't have an epicentre yet. And where would we get sufficient lead?
Yes, well, we need to move out any guests and staff and clear out the Cherries barracks.
Perhaps we could do some vacuum training. I'll get Boy onto that immediately. Any other non-essential staff need to go somewhere else.
Oh my God, this is going to cost a fortune.
We don't want our enemies to get wind of this.
That's going to be difficult, but I'll do my best.
So here, we've loaded in the information from those interviews. Over here, all the other stuff. We also got the camera feeds, so that's what we're attempting to cross-correlate.
Well, the first thing to do is plot each, let's call it an incursion, for want of a better name. At what position in the inn did it occur? If a beam emerges, what's the direction of the beam? My thinking is that if there's any geospatial patterning, it would be good to understand that.
We need to do that for the time dimension as well. Do these incursions happen randomly, or are they regular? Or at a time which, say, correlates to our position in the orbit? Or other orbits? Or anything else we can think of?
What about spacecraft movements? If this thing is being projected from the outside, it may need a vessel close to the habitat.
Yeah, good thinking.
How about examining the intensity to see how it's changing? It would be good to pick up a trend. Does it switch on instantly or build up over time?
You said you thought it was perhaps astronomical. Is that right?
Well, we have a number of strong clues, the most interesting of which is the pulsating nature of the emissions. It may look like the gates of hell, but I thought I could make out the surface of an astronomical object. But I'd like to talk to an astronomer, try and confirm that. I think what we're really dealing with here is it's a real thing. It's not some spooky, mystical nonsense. I think this effect is an Einstein-Rosen bridge.
A what?
An Einstein-Rosen bridge.
What the hell is that?
Oh, it's something I saw in a sci-fi program. It's like a distortion in space that connects to another place. It's also called a wormhole. The scientists were saying they don't really think it's possible. They were saying it needs negative energy or something like that. And vast amounts of energy, too. More than our civilization can muster.
Sounds like we definitely need a physicist.
Well, that's where I might be able to help. There's a gaggle over at Columbus, if that's the collective term for these type of nerds. It's the Massive Optical Telescope Array. It's a short flight away. Perhaps I could set up a meeting? There was this guy I met at a party.
Sophie, why am I not surprised? Do you meet anyone outside of a party?
All the time, Missy. It's a bit of a drag. They keep hitting on me. It's my magnetic personality, you see?
Magnetic personality? You sure it's not those short hot pants you wear?
It's a real drag. But what's a girl to do?
Sophie, you minx. You are pure moocher, that's for sure. Well, I'm sure Shaz can give some advice on how to dress down for less attention if that's what you want.
Actually, Sophie was training me up to attract the boys.
Oh, no disrespect. But I could never be like you guys. You're way too chilled for me. I guess it's because you're old. Really old, and know a lot of stuff about all sorts of things.
Hey, don't do yourself down. We both know this ditzy act is just surface. You're as sharp as a whippet underneath. We're not dumb enough to buy into that. Also, Gander gave us a rundown on your academic achievements.
Yes, we don't believe the act, Sophie.
Oh, damn it. I thought you'd been fooled. I guess that's why you're detectives, right? By the way, Shaz, you know Christopher? He was asking about you. Do you want me to hook you guys up?
I think I might pass on that one. Actually, is he the one with the dark hair? I'm starting to lose track. I've been introduced to so many.
Oh, yeah. And the green eyes? He has the hots for you, all right.
Oh.
If you two have quite finished with the bobblehead routine, I think we need to focus. After all, we do have a world to save.
Alex, you can really be square sometimes. Shaz was just getting her mojo.
Actually, I'm so square at the moment I'm cubic. So you better believe it.
You know, Sophie, you've given me an idea. When you mentioned magnetic, I think I'd like to meet with your physicist friend and check a few things out. I need to gather my thoughts.
Well, Miss Squarebum, let's grab a cab and gather thoughts on the next shuttle, which leaves in half an hour.
So where is this Columbus thing? How long will it take you two girlfriends to flick over there?
Oh, it's only about an hour. They're in a trailing orbit. They need us for supplies, so they don't want to be far out. But they also want to keep a minimum of 30,000 kilometers away.
Why are they separated from New London at all?
I think it's to prevent light pollution or something like that. Oh, and vibrations. There's also a lot of spacecraft throwing propellant mass around the docks. I think the gases mess with their telescopes. We can ask them when we see them.
We?
Well, you don't think I'm going to sit on my tootsie when boy stuff is going down, do you? Besides, Shaz will get lonely by herself. And I also need to learn this detectivating or whatever you call it. Also, we like to chat.
Oh, it's Shaz now. Best of buddies, are you?
Relax. It's part of the teenager training program. I figured that if we're going to make you pass, we have to pretend to be two uni kids doing a joint project. Besides, I need to make sure she doesn't start to act beyond her physical years. Problem is, she's just too smart for her age.
Oh, you've picked that right. Actually, that's a good cover story. It'll allow you to pick their horrible scientific brains without raising suspicion, and still torture them with your hot pants.
Sophie, how do you know they'll just let us in? We can't just rock up and demand to speak to a scientist.
Shaz, chill. You completely underestimate my girl power. It can overcome all known physical barriers. Christopher said he would be delighted to show us around. I said you were a hot nerd chick, so he totally has a hard-on for you. I think you should wear those little glass things you put on your eyes. They are so anachronistic and charming, he won't be able to resist.
Oh my God, what did you say to him?
Look, you're a 20-something attractive blonde. What could possibly go wrong? Dig it, man. Look, here he is. Oh, I forgot to say, he wears those glasses things too. But I think his are data lenses? But aren't they so sexy? I think they're steaming up in anticipation.
Oh, what's the backstory again?
Oh, sorry. I said we were doing a project exploring the confluence of art and science. Or something along those lines. I thought we needed easy visual explanations. It might help us interpret what you saw.
Oh, here he is, nearly through the security gate.
Oh, hello, Sophie. Right on time. And you are Dr. Charot, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Christopher. This is Dr. Shara May. She is a well-known artist and scientist. She really wants to talk to you and get inspiration. When I told her about your research, she got quite excited.
Well, Miss Charot, really, I am so pleased to meet with you. It's good to hear that the art community is trying to connect across the science barrier. People need to understand what a fascinating universe we are living in.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to draw some of the most interesting objects and show them in a way that the layperson can find interesting.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, girls, can I get you a coffee and then we can sit in the infirmary? I can't take you through to the labs because of security.
Oh, that's fine, Christopher. We don't mind.
Hello. Message received.
So, tell me, from a visual point of view, what do you think are the most interesting objects you see?
Well, I suppose nebula, they have lovely couleurs, especially if we use false couleurs for wavelengths we can't see.
Yes, of course. But they have been a little overdone. What about individual objects?
Well, then it would be the larger objects of our and other solar systems. Then there are the strange things like black holes and neutron stars. We don't really know in detail what they look like. You see, we can't easily resolve distant objects well. Although we are starting to be able to see an atmosphere around the nearest neighborhood planet.
Oh, that's a shame. They would be so pretty.
Oh, no. May I call you Charot?
Of course.
So, you really wouldn't want to be anywhere near one of those objects. They are very dangerous.
But supposing in our mind's eye, say, we could see them. Say we hovering in a spacecraft?
Well, then I suppose it would be objects like black holes. Although, in that case, the hole is black, so not much to paint there. However, the accretion disk, wow, I mean, really spectacular, especially if the black hole was in a feeding phase. Mind you, it would almost always be highly terminal.
Terminal?
Oh, yes. You see, the radiation levels are off the charts. You would be cooked in an instant.
What about those things that give off beams that aren't they black holes?
Oh, you mean the black hole's smaller brother, the neutron star? The magnetic ones are the worst. They really stir things up, give off beams. You know, when they were first found, it was thought they were alien beacons.
Oh, why is that?
Well, they rotate, you see, and as they go around, the beam of light, X-rays mainly, but other stuff too, goes around like a lighthouse. If you happen to be in the way, it's like a pulse of radiation. They used to be called pulsars.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Well, there are several different types, probably the most interesting being the magnetar. They are serious nasty, but mega spectacular.
Oh, how exactly?
Well, a magnetar is usually a very young and aggressive neutron star. Just being born, so to speak. They have a massive rotating magnetic field. As a matter gets ingested and pulled apart by the fields, and I do mean pulled apart, the electrons get stripped off from the atoms, and the nucleus gets pulled apart. Huge amounts of energy are liberated. The magnetic fields act like the biggest particle accelerator you can imagine. The particles somehow get projected out of the pulse as a concentrated beam of energy. It will go for light years. Heaven help anything that gets in the path. It's a big field of study. We don't really understand the mechanisms at play. Mind you, the intensity of the fields are really out of the park, beyond all human understanding.
Apart from the beams, what would be seen?
Well, the neutron star itself would have a characteristic temperature, usually hot. Of course, many rotate at good fractions of the speed of light, and the gravitational fields are still large enough to warp space. Yes, they really would be ones to go for. They are very visually appealing from a painting point of view. You see, the beams move around. They don't necessarily align perfectly with the poles, so that they wobble around as it rotates. As I said, if we are in the right place, we can pick these up like a lighthouse. In fact, when they were first discovered, it was thought that they were radio beacons for little green men. That's why in the catalogs they are marked as LGMs for little green men. Get it? In fact, they are very useful for navigation.
Oh, yes, very amusing. So, these catalogs, are they available online?
Oh, yes! Almost all astronomical data is shared. The interesting thing is that each star has its own signature pulse, extremely stable like atomic clocks, and there are hundreds of thousands of these all over the galaxy. If you know the pulse, you can find the location. They really are the cosmic beacons.
Thank you, Christoph. Your information has been visually stimulating. I think I have enough for the time being. Sophie, didn't we have another appointment?
Yeah, of course. I'm getting my hair realigned with active nanogel. It's a very important event.
So, will your hair be glowing the next time I see you?
Glowing bright blue, Christopher. Just for you.
Well, thank you, Christopher. That was most informative. Thank you for your time.
Oh, do you have to go? I have a few more minutes. I could show you some pictures.
I'm so sorry, but we have to go. You could datavise them to this address?
Oh, sorry, Christopher. Clock is ticking. Don't worry, we'll be back in touch as soon as we have some artwork for you to look at. See you at a party.
Active nano, my foot.
There is such a product, and it's cool. It can make your hair glow with little organic LEDs. It's mega expensive. So why the sudden rush?
Well, it occurred to me that all this data is searchable, and we can do our own research. It'll be more secure, and we can be more specific.
So I take it you're thinking what I'm thinking.
Well, if you're thinking we need to take out your brain and reset the hormone levels to normal, then you might be right.
Hey, that's not gonna happen. I worked for my chance at the teenage girl thing, and I'm gonna enjoy it, right? Besides, I know exactly what you are going to do. We're going to measure the frequency of that pulse and figure out which of the neutron stars may be calling, right?
Told you you were smart.
This episode was produced by Melanie Blizzard. Written by Melanie Blizzard. The voices you have heard were Adani Ekendeo playing Sophie, Barry Howarth playing Boy, Graham Zink playing Christopher, Helen Ekendeo playing Alex and Costas, Joanne Oliver playing Rudy and Seaton, Stephen Cameron playing Zed, Vivian Braybrook playing Gander, McAllister and Sharrow, Vivian Broadbent playing Jacinta. Angel and May is produced by a not-for-profit actors group. Any funds contributed via Patreon will be 100% allocated to future productions.